Okay, so for example 3, I just went ahead and summarized the information. So the paragraph says you decide to invest. Let me get my arrow here. Okay, so you decide to invest $8,000 for 6 years, and you have a choice between two accounts. So the first account pays 7%, and you're compounding it monthly. Okay, and the second account pays 6.85%. Okay, so just a little bit less, but it's compounded continuously. Okay, so this one's compounded monthly. So we know our n is equal to 12. When it's compounded continuously, okay, that's that number E that you saw the video on with the borrowing of the milk and half a gallon, or borrowing it for half an hour and then 15 minutes. The pattern was that it always approximated to, it was close to a number, 2.7, which is what E is. So whenever you see continuously, you know you're going to use this formula. And this one's monthly, so you're just going to use this formula. So let's just compute and then compare the two and see which one, is the better investment. And it's probably going to be the one that makes more money. So let me make this a little bigger. So we have A equals, okay, P, our P is 8,000. 1 plus R, so our R is 7% or 0.07, and our N is 12. So 12 times, and then we leave it for 6 years, so it's 12 times 6. So what do we have? So $8,000. And let me just write this out. 0.07, 12, all raised, and 12 times 6 is 72. Okay, so in your calculators, this is very important how you punch this in. Okay, so first I'm going to punch that in the calculator. So I'm putting in, let's do 0.07 divided by 12. Okay, I get like 0.0058, and then the 3 is repeated. So then I'm going to add 1 to that. Okay, so I get 1.0058333333. So you can leave that in your calculator. Well, you can, but let me go ahead and write it out since I'm explaining this. So 1.0058, and then the 3's are repeated, and it looks like 4 of them. There's more, but your calculator has a certain amount of space. And oops, and then we still have 72. So that 1.000 all the way to the 3, you're going to raise that, so the caret, to the 72 power, right? Because that means you're multiplying that out 72 times. So you're going to do, this is what I'm punching in the calculator. And I am left with 1.5201055504. So I'm just going to multiply that times 8,000. And that gives me, this looks like $12,160.84. Okay, so that's what you generate if you compound monthly. What about if you compound continuously? Okay, well, it's still 8,000. E is not a variable, it's a constant. The rate, it looks like 0.0685 times T, which is 6. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 0.0685 times 6 in your calculator, and I get e to the 0.411. And so now I'm going to order of operations, right? Do exponents first. So e raised to the 0.411, and then I'm going to hit equals, and then I'm going to hit times $8,000. And this investment gives me, looks like $12,066. And so we compare these two, and it looks like the first investment pays you a little bit more. So first investment, right, is the better deal, right? Because you're making more money here. So that is example 3.